Welcome to my announced tutorial non-metallic metal. I was still waiting for my external microphone, so it took a while. I hope that I can give you a little introduction to this topic and now have fun watching. Non-metallic metal is about creating metallic effects without using metallic colors. You should think about the colors, how gold can look, and the lighting conditions and reflections of shapes. The red arrow marks my color range. I want a warm gold tone, so I used orange and mixed it with a warm brown color. I paint on a black base coat. I started with black and then I added pure brown. I applied it with an airbrush, but you can also use a simple brush. I use a mix of orange and brown to apply the first sketches. When painting non-metallic metal, I found that it looks particularly good if you emphasize the contours, so I paint the outer edges first and leave out the surfaces for now. At the bottom left, I show the minutes to which you can fast forward. I repeated the process with the same color, so that the areas were better covered. I left over some of the first sketch layer. I am now preparing the second layer and mixing orange with brown and a little yellow to lighten it up more. I like to use rich yellow tones like primary colors to achieve a good brightening effect. I apply the second coat slightly thinner and leave a little of the first coat. You start a color gradient with the first coat, so it's important that you leave some of the first coat and you will benefit from the transparency of the colors. I repeat this process twice and always leave some of the previous layer. I only painted the contours first and make sure that the light comes from above and the upper areas are lighter. Now I paint the next layer with pure yellow or primary color yellow. Don't apply it too thickly, it's better to dilute it more. After I've done that, I applied some more of the mid-tone in places to shade some areas. I thinned the color so much that it behaves like a glaze. Now comes the part I particularly enjoy. I now paint the reflections. When light hits a metallic object or highly reflective object, it is reflected back in a whitish color. That's why I take a white and mix it with yellow. This is an essential area of color and light theory. If you want to find out more, there are some good books on this topic. During this step, I also follow the contours and paint fine accents. Yes, this is the result with the reflections. I didn't like a few edges, so I shaded the areas with the glaze. For the glaze, I used orange-brown mix. I intensify the reflections. I mix more white into the yellow. I'm now thinking about which areas should be lighter, as I said in the upper area. It is important that the first layers are not painted over, otherwise you will interrupt the color gradient with an NMM effect. Now you can see how the gold works. As soon as you paint the reflections and slowly apply the layers, you have a beautiful result. I will now paint a few more details and maybe you will notice. I won't give it away yet, you can think about it for a minute. The reflections on the larger flat areas should be extended. You can see this well on night armors. This is the final result looks like. I have extended the reflections on the chest area and the abdominal muscles. I hope I was able to give you some good tips, and if you like my video, subscribe to my channel. If you would like to support me in making more tutorials, join Patreon. Link is below, and thanks for watching and see you next time.